everybody, welcome back to B.Sensationall's YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be telling you guys a story about how the side thing was in my class. So this is the first semester in college, and you know, everyone's looking for their classes. I'm looking for my class and I see like a familiar face because I've seen this girl's picture before because she used to post my child's father on her IG page, and like yeah, I want two of her. So I remember like I seen her, I'm like, yo, this girl looks familiar. So what I did was I followed her and I'm like, you look very familiar. But at that point I didn't really know who she was, but she had a familiar face. So I'm like, you look very familiar. Did I know you from somewhere? And she's like, no. But the way she was reacting, like I think she knew who I was, but she tried to make it look like I didn't know who she was. I'm like, okay, whatever, you know, bye. So I went my way. The next day I remember seeing her, like I was walking to class from the outside. I remember seeing her, I'm like, are you Cindy? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, so you don't know who I am? And she's like, no. I'm like, I'm Barbara. I'm so-and-so's baby mom. And she's like, oh. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, so you go here? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, what are you taking? She's like, oh, she's becoming a social worker. She's doing the SSW IR program. And that's what I'm doing. So I'm like, I was like, okay, I'm in that program. But I mean, I know there's many programs, so she cannot be in my class. So I go to class and I sit down and there she is in my class. And I'm like, you got to be joking. Like, this girl's cannot be in my class. By that point, I was like, you know, I don't care. I thought maybe she was just like him, like they had, like she knew my baby father way before I did, so I thought maybe they're just done with whatever they had. Cause when I found out, I was living in London, Ontario at the time, so when I came back after my child was born and I went back to school, I thought, okay, that had to be done, you know. So I'm just, you know, in class, you know, learning and listening to the teacher, and then like I hear her snickering in the background to some girl. Like, I just hear her talking about something, but you know, I'm not gonna make an issue about it. I don't really know what she's talking about. But so like maybe the second week of school, not everyone has friends. So I made my friend, let's call her D. We clicked by having, we had single race at the same time, so like we clicked and people thought we were related and like we were cousins or sisters, but like we weren't. She was my friend from the get, and then there was other people in the class. But they didn't like me because, you know, Cindy told all the girls in the class that I was a boyfriend stealer and that I took her man and I ruined her relationship. I'm a home wrecker. But before I could, first of all, I didn't even know about this girl. My child's father came to me and told me, oh, if a girl adds on Instagram or you see my picture or anything, she's a stalker, she's obsessed with me and all this and all that. So I was just like, okay, whatever, you know, I didn't care because I'm like, I didn't come to school to make friends anyways, who cares, whatever. But each day I came to school, there was a situation, like, everyone looked at me like I'm a home wrecker, everyone looked at me like I'm a boyfriend stealer, like I snatched this girl's boyfriend, and I'm like, no, these people are not gonna judge me, and they don't even know me off of this one girl's words, you like, you know what I mean? Like, so there was one time we're in class and I can hear these girls snickering, and if you know me, I'm the type of person, if you talk about me or snicker and look at me, I'm gonna ask you what's your deal, like what's your issue, like even you say to me, say to my face, because I mean I'm right here and we're not gonna do that little high school stuff. Like, so I asked the girl the next day, I approached the girl, not Cindy, I approached another girl in class, and I was like, what did Cindy tell you about me? Because I need to know why is it that you're talking about me in class. This is college, not high school. We came here to learn and become, like, have a career, not to gossip about my life that you guys don't even know. So she told me that Cindy told her that I took her boyfriend from her and we had a kid together and I've been stalking her. First of all, you're a little girl. You're a little girl to me. I don't need to stalk you. I have the child. I don't care. Like, so I told her about my story. I told the girl in the class about my story. She's like, oh my gosh, like she's a liar. She's this, she's that. She didn't care for her. She's like, yo, this girl's a bitch, like whatever. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. This girl's a little girl. I understand, you know, I mean, I'm a female myself. I'm not going to look at her and be like, yo, you're whack, because, you know, maybe they had something in the past. But what she's been doing to me in the semester is what I was like, I'm going to beat this girl's ass. Like, if she's going to leave me alone, I'm going to go to jail. So there's one time when we're all like in a group and she tried to walk past me. So she tried to like brush me, but instead I turned so she couldn't. Guess what this girl went to go do? She went to go call security, the school security, and told them that I pushed her. So what happened? They called me out of class. They told me that I need to leave the school because I tried to fight her and all this. And I was like, I have witnesses. Like, I did not touch her whatsoever. We're in class I remember this day like there's nothing, because this was the day I was gonna beat her ass, literally. So we were in class and she was talking to her friend and saying like, if your man not wants you, don't something along those lines. And she's not even Jamaican, so she put that accent on just pissed me off, because I was sitting behind, like in front of her and she was behind me and she kept repeating it. So I knew she wanted me to hear her. So I was like, is there an issue? She's like, what are you talking about? I'm not talking, doing all this. Don't do that. Because you're talking about me. So what I did was I got up and said to her, is there a fucking issue? Because I know you're talking about me and I know that you're subliminally doing whatever you're doing for me. She's like, what the, like, give me attitude. But you know those girls that give you the attitude knowing that they're gonna call the police touch them? That's her. So I was about to swing and all my friends, like, they just grabbed me and they're like, no, don't do that. Just, you don't want to ruin your career over this girl, just allow her. But you know me, I'm the type of person, like, once I'm already mad, no one can talk me out of being that, like, out of a situation. Like, if I'm mad, I'm mad, and if I'm mad, I need to hit somebody, or I need to hit something, or I need to do something. So I did that. You know, I just left class, walked around the building, came back, and I told her, like, I'm not the one. Don't think I'm one of these little girls in the class, in the school, or wherever you live, that I'm not gonna put my hand on you. Try me. So my child's father, he's a light skin, like, he's not, you know, he's a typical light skin guy, hair. So I'm sure, like, everyone's gonna look at him like, yo, he's so cute, and he's so this, and he's so that. So, like, I'm sure, I feel like this is reasons why maybe she was so onto him, because maybe she thought maybe she couldn't get a guy like him. I don't know, I don't care. But I feel like that was the case. Like, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and say I was naive. I had a feeling maybe like they were still connecting with each other, like, cause like you can't get mad at somebody's girlfriend if he's not still talking to you. Because if he's not talking to you and he blew you off years ago, there should be no reason why you guys, like, why you're mad at me. So in my head, like, yo, are you still talking to this girl? Because I'm not understanding why she's still holding feelings off something that happened a year ago. He's like, no, I don't talk to her. Yo, she's just obsessed and da-da-da. I'm like, no. So that's like basically literally it. Like, my first semester was hell. I don't think I even learned anything, because I was literally in and out of the classroom. I was going to the security office, to a point we had to go to counseling in the school to, like, squash her beef. And you know, like, when we did that, she was crying, and I'm like, why are you crying? Like, you're not the victim here. Like, you're not the victim with her stupid cheap makeup. Like, you're not the victim. Like, she was crying, like, covering her eyes, and like, she said something to me and I was gonna punch her, and it's like, but yeah, they were still talking. They were still talking up until like a year after. So guess who got played? I did. And I left the school because I didn't want to do IR, and I moved. So shame on me, I guess, you know? Niggas ain't shit. That's how I tell you guys. That's my new slogan, so you guys can hear that a lot, because niggas ain't shit. Like, hey, what can I do? At that time, I thought my baby father was loyal to me and cool with me, but he was playing me behind my back. So, lesson learned. I think that was God's way of telling him, like, there's someone better for me outside, so, you know, you gotta leave this nigga, because he ain't shit. He ain't never gonna be shit. So, that's just about it. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my long, boring ass story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Drop a comment below, positive. If you want to give me advice, go ahead. So be it. Really, for my next relationship, I need it. But thank you, everyone, and God bless.